Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today you guys are going to get another rant from me about fitness professionals or YouTubers, Instagrammers, people like that who write programs with piss poor fatigue management, and then they sell you pre-workouts. Okay? And I want people to understand when I talk about that, there's only been one large scale study done on pre workouts, and they determined that they do fuck all. They do nothing but get you high. The only purpose for taking a pre workout is to get high. And that's fine. I'm not judging. If you like getting high, that's your business. Okay? It's your body, it's your life. You do what you want to do. But they do not have benefits for gaining strength or gaining muscle. Now, the excuse that people make, the excuse that people make is that, well, I'm tired and I can't complete my workout without it. Well, why can't you? They'll actually come to me and then say, well, you say that, but you can build your life however you want. You can train however you want. That's correct. I can. But I technically have two businesses. They're two jobs. And before people say, oh, no, they're not. Well, according to the IRS and the taxes I pay, which is a shitload at this point, they are. I have a strength coaching business and I run a YouTube channel. I upload 3 to 4 videos every day. I vlog all my training. Right now I have 18 clients, probably going to be at 20 by the time this video comes up. 18 coaching clients. Okay. I actually do have a work schedule because of that. But that aside, I also tell people not to train the way that I train. I actually point out that my training volume for people who have stressful lives is probably a bit too much. But what you have are a bunch of people who know nothing about training programming. They know nothing about training programming. They just follow bro splits with tons of volume. No concept of fatigue management because number one, they probably don't have any jobs necessarily outside of their stuff, which again, I can relate to. I'm not saying doing online stuff like this is a stressful job. It's a lower stress job than most people have. Okay, it really is. Those people are in the same situation. Most of them use a bunch of gear. They're young. They're like 25 or something with no coaching experience. They've never trained or coached anybody. You can't know that much by age 25. You'll know a bit, but you're hardly going to be an expert at that point. A few people are, but they're the exception, not the norm. Okay, these are guys who've basically gotten by on a bunch of gear and not having to worry about fatigue management. And then they give people programs and they say, follow my program, follow my routine. Well, here, I'll sell you a program. And they'll sell a program that has no concept of fatigue management. It'll have a bunch of stupid force reps and sets to failure and supersets and running the rack and all this stupid, goofy, moronic bodybuilder bullshit. And they're giving this to people who aren't on trend. They're giving this to people who have busy work weeks, maybe have a physically demanding job, and then they get fatigued, and then they're like, oh man, I can't come in and do my chest day with 20 sets for my chest to failure. I just can't do it. I've got to take a pre-workout. Okay, do you guys not understand that that's the only reason you feel that way is because you're following a program that is piss poorly written? That if you were following an appropriate program and the moron selling you the pre-workout, we'll get to that part in a minute, has no concept of how to handle fatigue management, you're following a bad program for your lifestyle. Just like I've repeatedly said, the Ice Cream Fitness 1.0 program that I have is not for everyone. It's for people who have a low stress life. It's like for college students, high school students, things like that. People who don't have stressful jobs. It's not for guys who work a 60-hour work week with a wife and kids. Okay, you're going to flounder on that program, and I've said that repeatedly. It's for people who have a fantastic lifestyle for recovery who are in their first year of training. That's less than 50% of people out there. Not even half of people are going to be appropriate for that. Okay, that's why I made scaled down, easier versions. But you have these clowns who they say, oh, follow my program. Oh, here, buy this cookie cutter program. And then you see it, and it's a bunch of garbage. And then they say, but I have a pre-workout. I have the solution. So then they sell you a product that does nothing but get you high. It makes you tingly. It pumps you up. Okay, now here's the problem with that. We've got some data that's looked at psychological arousal that says psychological arousal when training can interfere with recovery. It takes more time to recover from the exact same workout if you're hyped up versus if you're fairly calm. Okay? Even I'm talking even if you move the same weight, the same reps, everything, the psychological arousal can take you even longer to recover from. So they're giving you programs with piss poor fatigue management because they have no clue what in the fuck they are doing. And I, as a strength coach, have to take that into account. Every one of my clients, I have to assess their lifestyle. I have to assess their fatigue on a weekly basis. Right? We do our updates, and I have to actually assess their fatigue and adjust their program based on what's going on in their life. Because guess what? It matters. Because I actually coach my people. So you have these ignoramuses who do this, and they sell these programs, and then people are fatigued and they're tired, and then they sell you the pre-workout. Well, once you start buying the pre-workout, then you become dependent upon it. It also interferes with your recovery because now you're psyched up when you train. You're trying to push through a workout that has bad fatigue management. You're pushing through a program with bad fatigue management and using a stimulant so that you can push yourself through a workout that you can't even recover from correctly to begin with. Because the idiot who wrote it doesn't know what he's doing. And you believed him because he has nice abs and he's ripped, brah. You believed him because he looks great. Because he's ripped. He must know how to write a program if he's ripped, right? Nothing to do with starving himself while using Tren. Yeah, it couldn't be that. No, it's clearly his advanced programming knowledge. So then you follow the stupid ass program. You're now taking the pre-workout that he sells you to help you because you're feeling tired. And hey, you already got the program from him. You might as well buy his pre-workout. And now you can't work out at all without the pre-workout because you're even more fatigued because you pushed through a workout that you couldn't recover from using a stim. So you're creating additional training fatigue, and then you're creating additional fatigue from taking the stimulants and pre-workouts you took. And then you become dependent upon them to train at all. But don't worry, you're feeling tired and run down. The same ass clown will now sell you a post-workout recovery. Okay? Sell you some post-workout recovery for another $50 or $100 a month. I mean, he's already fucking you for $50 a month with a pre-workout that doesn't even help, according to the studies. Then he's going to give you the post-workout to help you recover, and then when that doesn't work, then he's got the sleep aid to help wind you down. And in the meantime, people keep buying stuff from these clowns. And then they wonder why I don't like this industry. They wonder why I get so angry at this industry. Because normally I would say, look, if you're an adult, if you're a grown man and you're 30 years old with life experience and you fall for this stupidity, good. You deserve it. Like if you're that freaking stupid that you actually fall for that stupid shit that because a guy has abs or he looks great, he must know how to program, and then he convinces you to buy all this other crap. Okay? And he still doesn't teach you how to train correctly. He still doesn't teach you how to program anything. You don't follow a proper training protocol at all. If you're stupid enough to fall for that, you deserve it at that age. Like, I actually don't care. I think that's good. But it's these 18, 20, 22-year-old kids. Because let's be honest here. We don't know anything at 22. I've been 22 years old. When you're 22 years old, you don't know shit about anything. You know nothing. So it's easy to get taken. It's easy to get scammed. And these guys take advantage of that. And it's either intentional, they either do it intentionally, or they're a bunch of dumbasses who got scammed also, and they don't know any better. They just upped the dose, brah. They just use more tren and more anadrol and everything works out. They never had to learn. It just kind of works out. And maybe they're just really stupid and they got scammed and they don't know any better, so they just continue the same scams. And that's it part of the time. Half the time they're legitimate con men, and the other half of the time they're the same ignoramuses that are getting scammed by people like them who just become them in the future. And then the cycle continues. And it's just unimaginable how widespread it is. It just blows my mind. It blows my mind. All right, guys, well, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.